In Tahiti, Teahupo'o, where the living is slow and the waves are heavy. Frederico Morais, Michel Bourez, who's right 10 miles up the road from here, lives there, local boy, and Gouveia for the last heat, round number 1, here at the Billabong Pro Tahiti.
Just happened right here in this vicinity.
You can stroll an afternoon and see all those sights right here.
Not even that, 10 minutes.
10 minutes. Here we go. Michel Bourez, the Spartan. Here is his opening ride, and this is his home break. He lives just 10 miles up the road from here.
Amazing to think that, you know, considering how much time he's been able to spend here and how good he is on the back end barrels. We've watched this again, you know, around the world. He's excellent, and here been a little bit tough road. And you know, maybe that's the application of that stress of home and wanting to perform so badly here. You know, maybe he's just got to, you know, let it go and let it relax, and everything will come in for him. Already pretty good start for him. 3 points.
Fantasy surfing would go, but yeah, so I feel like I can do pretty good, and you know, the waves are going to be fun the next couple of days, so we'll see what happens.
Well, I can't wait to see you display the backhand barrel ride. I like the backhand whips. We'll see you on through to round 3.
Thanks.
Especially if, you know, if we feel like we're going to go the next, you know, 3 days straight, which seems like we will be as we watch the replay there of Gouveia and going for it on that final move. I mean, complete commitment there. I mean, great read here to get into this barrel. You know, it wasn't the most roundest barrel, but he did exit out of it pretty clean. You know, just that quick little punch through, and then here committing as hard as he can. See the stability? He almost grabbed the rail, just touched it ever so slightly. But at that point, you're like, ooh, I'm going to be landing with the explosion. It almost feel like he ejected there by pushing his board away from him.
Here's the water view, Pete.
Great angle here as he looked into it. You know, again, he had to punch through it, but that final section, I mean.
Great news that we can keep the show rolling into day number 2 on the event window. How many more days to finish this event, Kieran, if we maximize our daylight here? How many more days?
So that was the beauty of today with finishing 4 heats in round 2. We're able to get through in 2 more days. So wow. we're looking at trying to achieve that.
Well, Kieran, it's great to have you on the set. I want to pick your mind with one more question. What's your take from the season so far this year? We're at event number 7. We've had some outstanding performances, just like right now. Gouveia in and out of the barrel, but some standouts for you, because we have a very tight title race in 2017. And out of the tube, that is what's going to score you the highest amount of points here at this particular venue. As we see Michel Bourez trying to muscle his way out of a barrel. He does so, then kicks out. So we're waiting on 2 scores, one for Gouveia in the white jersey. Let's take another look at it, Peter.
Again, and so it's a great look at how some of these waves, they grow down the line. You can see he read it, had all that water coming out of the channel. That's that westerly angle of the swell, and able to pick up a ton of speed and drive right through the tube. So carried it all the way through. Again, gets the turn too to set it up, but there's that load up, and he saw he had to carry a bunch of speed, and then gets nice and small, negotiates through the little tunnel. Didn't get touched by the lip. Of course, the judges will take a look at that.
As we look at Frederico Morais unloading on the backhand.
Well, and there you go. I mean, the kid's got a backhand as well, just to match the turns that he does on his forehand. He is as solid and talented competitor as you'll find.
And this was Michel Bourez.
Michel Bourez getting some tube cover time. Great technique on that outside.
Tahitian surfing, along with O'Neill Masson, Mihimana Bray. They're going to follow in the footsteps of this guy, Michel Bourez, on a quick up and out. So the next, Gouveia, our heat leader, scratching into this one. Down the line, does a little fade turn to set himself up for a barrel, stalls, gets behind the curtain, comes back out. Nice cutty for Gouveia. Looks from another section, pulls back into the tube. Can he find an exit here? And he does. And he gets out of there over purely dry reef, but wow.
So this is exactly what it is. He takes off on a 2-3 foot wave and watch it grow into a 4 or 5 foot wave. That's overhead. Again, it's a nice clean barrel, good technique there, gets a turn in. And this part here, committing to this section, so shallow in here. I mean, look how draining, that's over probably a foot of water. And you know, you don't make that barrel, you're pretty much gonna be kissing reef. Again, that's the outside section, stands up tall, so showing a bit of control. And then here, I mean, literally goes in underneath our cameramen who are, you know, pretty close to the reef. And it would have seen, look at that, it's a guarantee that it's going to stay open, you know, and so he went into it somewhat blind, and to be able to get spit out of the corner there in 6 inches of water, it's going to be a good score.
Interesting, you saw Michel Bourez take off on the wave, and then Frederico Morais utilizing his priority, so Michel had to give way, and Morais got the tail end of that.
See, the conditions are pretty much changing. You can see now you can take off on that top point. The tide's a little bit lower, so it's grabbing the reef on the outside, and with that, this inside section's growing down the line, and that's that south.
Well, here's going to be a chance for Michel Bourez. Airdrops into it. Big thick double up, bangs the lip there. Come around the section here. Another hook on the backhand for Michel Bourez. Little warbly section, but he gets through that. No problem.
To turns on a sizable set wave. I mean, look at this beautiful canvas straight up. That was a hard section. It was very vertical, and then does it again. And times it. This is going to be a good number. It's going to get him out of combo for sure.
And so let's...
This one right here pulls up high. He's got a nice little section. Looks like he's going to slide out of that one too. So great surfing right there by Ian Gouveia. And interesting, he's got a world title holder in his corner out here. Adriano de Souza is actually his caddy, and
where a surfer will get 2 quick scores and take the lead.
Gouveia staying busy. Pulls into the barrel, gets a couple pumps through there, and this one he just gets gobbled up, incomplete. That's not going to be in his score line. And it looks like Ian Gouveia is going to advance on into round number 3. He's going to avoid that round number 2, but round number 2 is going to be coming your way.
Rookies are at it again.
They are. I told you, we got an outstanding rookie class.